What is up, guys? This is your boy J Bobs here on the call tonight for League of Gentlemen Week 5 action between their Minnesota Vikings and my Green Bay Packers. That probably sounded horrible. That's not what I intended. Just as bad as Zerline's kicking against the Lions. Um, yeah, still thinking about that. It's still in the back of my mind. I mean, should I be over it? Yeah. But that was a really, really hard divisional loss. As you can take a look at the standings. Let's look. Oh, by the way, the Vikings are undefeated, so that's going to be tough. But you see the standings. The Lions moved to 3-1. They're now 3-2. They played the Buccaneers this week, whom they scored 49 against, but still lost to 55-49. Believe it or not. And that was a rough week for him. And let's put it this way, we only scored 6 against the Buccaneers. He scored 49. So that's not looking too good for our next matchup with him if he can put up that kind of offense against the defending NFC champion. With that being said, going back to last week, that loss hurt because right now we'd be the ones that are sitting at 3-1, and they'd be 2-3. They and the Lions would be in last place, and not us. Cave is now 4-1, by the way. He has bounced back very well since I beat him week 1. But the good news is that I did beat him, and if I can manage to pull off an upset here tonight against the Vikings, well, then we're starting to talk about a very, very, very tight NFC North, where the Bears would likely have first place over the Vikings, over for a tie. And yeah, Cave is rooting hard for me tonight, which I would say is unusual. He was probably rooting for me against the Lions, and I didn't get it done. And he's rooting for me now against the Vikings, and he needs me to beat the Vikings. So they're tied at 4-1. I'd be tied with the Lions at 3-2. I'd still be in last place, but I'd be in a race with them, and I could beat the Lions later on this season, deal with that problem. But we're not worried about that because we have to focus on the present. We gotta forget about Zerline's missed field. Okay, I'm not gonna forget about it. We gotta move past Zerline's missed field goal. Oh, by the way, you won't be seeing him anymore. And we gotta really play a really hard fought game against this Minnesota Vikings team. I'm gonna create a default party so the Vikings user does not hear me. I mean, he can hear me if he wants to. That is by going on my stream, but some people prefer not to hear me, so I'm going into my own room for this. Excuse me. That's what I always do. I always go in my own room while streaming. I almost forgot to do it this time, but luckily I did not. So, notice that we've had plenty of home games so far this season. This being week 5, we've already had 4 of our 8 home games this season. I know we have 17 games. 9 of them are on the road, I'm pretty sure. With this being an odd year for and consider terms to relatively to real life. In the odd years, the NFC will be playing 9 games on the road, 8 games at home, as was the case in 21, as is the case in 23 in real life, 25, and so on. And the keys to this game, really for me, other than kicking field goals and actually having them go through the uprights, the key to this game is running the ball and stopping the run. Again, just as it was for the Lions game. But the latter is going to be easier said than done because he has Dalvin Cook. 98 overall. That's going to be hard. So and we're just going to have to hope that we can duplicate what we did against the Lions on the ground. But anyways, here at Lambeau Field, a very sunny day this time. The site of tonight's matchup between their Minnesota Vikings and our Green Bay Packers. And that was very quick because we are underway. And I'm not, brutal honesty here, I'm not used to starting on offense. So, this is different. Last season I played the Vikings, I fell behind 14-0 early on, and then I put up a fight, got to within 3, but ultimately fell short. And this guy, take note, he does play very similar defense to that Buccaneers team. That gave me a lot of trouble week 2. But here we go. We're going to start with a run. Aaron Jones, 15 yards and move the sticks. That's what we're looking for in this game. A lot of that. And I mean, we don't want to get like too one-dimensional, but Aaron Jones has been pretty good for us so far this year. So we can keep it going with him on the ground. That's what's going to lead this offense to a lot of success this season. Jones, this time he stacked up. Couldn't quite find a hole that time. It wasn't... See, the offensive line does move the line of scrimmage back the way they should. It's just sometimes there's just no holes there. And like, that was a zone run. So you think on a zone run that there would be a hole. There wasn't one there. I got the yardage I could, and that's it. Now, the passing game might be a little harder, because this is where the Vikings really strive to. And not there. Jackson Smith and Jigba on the catch. The first pass of the day for Mac Jones goes for 12, and that's a stick mover. First down. That time they were in man coverage. They had their eyes on the man and not the quarterback, and that's why we had some success. It looks like they're in man coverage again here, across the board. And that pass also caught by Smith and Jigba. He's been our big receiving target this season. And yes, they were in man coverage, and yes, they sent a blitz this time, and it's as if they wanted to really try and stop that run from happening again. And Aaron Jones is a threat for this reason. He thinks he in any formation, if it's not an empty set at least, he can give the ball to Aaron Jones and he can do something with it. That's what he's aware of. Told the offensive line to shift left, but the guy came in free off the edge. I wanted to bounce it outside. So I saw him shift the line in, and let's just say that didn't work. So that makes it 2nd and 8. And maybe he's trying to stop the run. He seems very heavy on stopping the run right now. And honestly, that is a smart move on his part. Because once I get to the red zone, like, I want to be able to pound it in rather than have to get creative and try to create space in a tight area. Second down. Pass. Smith and Jigba has it inside the 1. And he's tackled just shy of the goal line. So it's 1st and goal. We're not gonna pull a Lions here. And I'll tell you what I mean after we run this play. If it's successful. Maybe not if we're not. First down and touchdown. Mac Jones takes it in. Green Bay Packers on the board first. And our new kicker, Will Lutz. First kick for Green Bay is an extra point, and it is good. So well executed there by Mac Jones on the sneak. And a good start for the offense, a good way to set the tone against an undefeated division rival. Especially after the way last week ended as well. Cannot forget about that. We did make a lot of mistakes on this side of the ball. This is where the game might be won or lost. And Will Levis will take the Vikings down the field here, or at least try to. We're going to try and stop them, of course. There's a run. Dalvin Cook on the carry. Dalvin Cook, so hard to bring down, gets 5. That makes it 2nd and 5. And some substitutions being made. It looks like they're coming out 3 wide receivers this time. 2 running backs in the backfield. Dalvin Cook obviously would get it. And it is Dalvin Cook indeed. He gets a yard. Though you're going to say he got 2 yards. That's a bit generous if you're asking me. Of course, I am biased. That makes it 3rd and 3. This time it's Madison in the game. And he will throw it this time. And a wide open receiver in the middle, and the linebacker that was supposed to be there, I don't know what he was doing. Speaking of linebackers, we did trade away Rashawn Gary. He's more of a pass rushing 3-4 kind of linebacker. We don't need that anymore, and he's expecting a hefty price tag to be resigned. And I just don't have the salary cap to hand it, so I'm glad the Seahawks took him for a first-round draft pick. I was happy to accept that. And Dalvin Cook up the middle, or to the right, I should say, ran behind the right guard and gets 9. That was a well-timed run by Dalvin Cook. Found the hole where there wasn't a linebacker. And just moved the sticks, or darn near moved the sticks. It's 2nd and 1 now. They can even take a shot on this play now. And Dalvin Cook gets the first down. No, he lost the first down after going backwards. And that's Madden logic for you, and I just don't get that. He had the first down, was pushed back, and then got tackled short of the first down. So now it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to throw this. And Levis is sacked at the 45. It's a 1-yard loss, and he's going to punt. He could go for it. I think he can. But he's choosing not to. Oh, I may have been able to block that. Oh, that is an excellent punt. It's out of bounds at the 4. I was hoping it'd go through the end zone, but it didn't. So, tough starting field position here for this offense, but we did drive at 75 yards on the first drive. Let's see if we can duplicate that, except 96 yards. And they're going to show pressure here. They're not going to come with it. Jones gets 6, or gets 2 rather. Gets 2 to 6. Really wasn't expecting to do much with that run. Just get out of the shadow of our own goal line. So 2nd and 8 as we come up on the end of the first quarter. He's looking for a big defensive play here. That's what he's looking for with this terrible field position. And absolutely no blocking there. I was expecting the left guard double-teamed the defensive tackle in the middle. And honestly, I probably should have shifted them to the left. Sent them to the left instead of just standard blocking, and I'm stuck with 3rd and 7 at my own 7. And if I get sacked, it's a safety, and I don't want that. I also don't want to get picked off either. So I got to come up with something here that's quick, that gets them open. And like I said, this Vikings defense, they play a similar brand to the Buccaneers, so I can't expect something ultra quick, but I do need something ultra quick. But Smith-Njigba's been the man so far when it comes to throwing the football. And we're going to need something just like that here. And that's a horrible pass by Mac Jones. He had Aaron Jones. Don't know if he had the first down. He did have Aaron Jones, though, coming on that Texas route, as you can see. And that just did not quite work out the way we wanted to. Now it's 4th down. And the Vikings are set to have great field position here if they can get a return on this, which they will. And the return is past midfield to the 48, which is about where they were. They were at the 45 when they had to punt on the last drive. Now they're at the 48 on the same side of midfield, so not good for us. We did stop them last time, though, so we can stop them again, I suppose. This is not Dalvin Cook in the backfield, by the way. He's going to throw. That pass intercepted by Jaire Alexander, who was immediately tackled by Adam Thielen. And that's a great play by Jaire, one-on-one with Adam Thielen. If there's one defensive player I will not trade, it's him. He's worth it in that secondary because he can stop the better receivers. And, I mean, Thielen's kind of fallen off in real life in recent years. It's all about Justin Jefferson now for the Vikings, but we always value plays like that on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't know what that blocking was there. That was obviously pretty bad, if you ask me. That's the defense. That's the defense he likes to run. That cover 3 hard flat. That really gets me because I can't run those crossers sometimes. But that situation was a running play, and just the line did not hold up. So now 2nd and 9. And a sack. I was about to throw it to Hooper, but he wasn't open in time. So make it 3rd and long against this very tough Vikings defense. They're undefeated for a reason, and they're not going to go away easy. So, I mean, I wanted to take a shot downfield, but the Vikings had double coverage, so I was going to throw it to the tight end, and that just didn't get open in time. And that's a bad throw, and luckily it falls to the grass. That's another bad throw by Mac Jones. That's the 3rd down throw where we could have had a 1st down potentially, and Mac Jones just misfired. I don't know what that was even. Maybe there was pressure that I wasn't looking at, but it didn't seem like it was there. Once again, punting. O'Donnell. And that return is to the short side of midfield at their 48 this time. So the pick by Jaire Alexander did pretty much nothing. Here's a run. Dalvin Cook gets 2. Well, that's the thing about the 46 formation. I don't get enough plays in this formation to stop that 3 tight end look. Like, I'm gonna have to start turning to some 4-3 looks that I just don't like to use as much against the run. Traditional 4-3, that is. Levis gives it to Chandler, and he's off to the races. He might be gone, and he is gone. Everybody was fooled. Myself included. And just like that, this game is about to be tied pending the extra point. And that kick does just that. So a 50-yard run by someone not named Dalvin Cook is what has tied this game. And that's disappointing because we talked about stopping the run. We talked about stopping Dalvin Cook. And then this no-name dude in the backfield gets the ball and runs it 50 yards on us. Can't have that happen. Meanwhile, Aaron Jones, besides that first run of the game, hasn't done much. I mean, I guess I'm being a little too predictable when it comes to first down. He's thinking I'm running the ball. He's running the ball on first down every time. So we're going to make sure he can't do that. Not this time. Slayton on the catch. Slayton to the sticks. Move him. First down. So you had to change it up just a little bit there. Just to give him a sense that he can throw this ball on first down. And that walk absolutely busted. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10. I mean, they're purple people eaters. They're getting lower than us on the line. And look at he used their defensive line that time. I don't know if he got stuck, because usually you don't see users do that very often in these leagues anymore. That's going to make it 3rd and 4. So it makes it a manageable situation. So 3rd and 4. And that's going to move the sticks. He did hit him hard, but we did get the sticks. Like, that's pretty much all I was looking for there. Like, I purposely let him pass the sticks so that I could move the chains. And that's a busted play. So 2nd and 10 after that debacle. Well, it wasn't really a debacle. It just wasn't a well-executed screen. It wasn't a well-disguised screen. It was very obvious, and the defensive lineman was there. So was the guy, or maybe that was just the guy that was covering Aaron Jones. Either way, that was a busted play. No chance of that working. 2nd down. Smith-Njigba for the first. He came in with the blitz on the post side of the formation there, if you will, with the receivers. As soon as I saw that, I knew where I was going with that football. I knew exactly where I was going with that football as soon as I saw that blitz coming. So now 1st and 10. And that pass, we're just going to check it down to Austin. And he gets maybe a yard. We're not winning on first down right now. That's a little bit disconcerting, but we have been moving the ball despite that, which makes me feel a little better. I mean, 2nd down has been where we've been best. 2nd and 9 after that. Oh, I didn't even realize how low on time we are. We're at the 2-minute warning. So now 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Vikings get the possession to start the second half. Pass, and that's caught for a first down by Jakobi Meyers. First time we've called that name today. And we're now in the red zone. And it looks like he's coming in with a safety blitz here. Jones has the ball, and he's got a first. That's a good run. You haven't see. I saw the safety blitz. I knew where it was going to be. It just came from the opposite side. I was just like, okay, thank you. Thank you for sending it from the left side. Because that means I can run it to the right. First down and goal. Jones, to the 1. And, oh, God, no. You have got to be kidding me. Jackson Smith-Njigba hurt. And that's not good. Bruised ribs will return soon. Well, thank God, it's nothing serious. That could be a lot worse. Second and goal, and I mean, the other thing is that made us use a timeout that I didn't want to use. I did not want the clock to stop there. I wanted it to keep going. Fullback dive with Ebron, and that's going to lose yardage. So now it's 3rd and goal. And the Vikings did use their second timeout at the half there. I'm not sure when they used their first. So that was a Smith-Njigba who got hurt. That was our guy. Third and goal, and now Smith-Njigba does have the football, and he's going to lose yards. So after the run by Jones to the 1, the Vikings defense stymied us, and that's going to make it 4th down. We would love to have 6 there, especially with them getting the ball to start the second half. And they have 54 seconds left still, so don't discount that either. But first we got to make this now. Will Lutz. And that's a tip shot. So that puts us back in front. I mean, don't take anything for granted after last week with Zuerlein's mishaps, but that was a pretty easy kick this time around. I mean, Lutz is much higher overall, and that's why I signed him off the free agency. And after, I wish I could cut Zuerlein, but I technically did sign him this past offseason, which means by league rule, I have to keep him the whole season. So he's just going to be sitting on my roster the rest of the year until the season ends, and then he's done. Because it's just a 1-year contract anyway, so why would I re-sign him after that? For any reason. Oh, and the Vikings just false started. Levis tried to hard count at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to put him back 5 yards. That's going to put him 80 yards away from the end zone. And I can come out with a dime look here if I want, because it is inside of 2 minutes, so I feel like I have a reason to come out with more DBs than usually I would here, given the matchup rule. Yeah, we're gonna give him that. We're gonna give him that. In fact, that's incomplete because he didn't even stay in bounds. I'm taking away the deep shots along the sidelines. That's my main goal here. problem is I don't have too many plays to run out of dime either. So 2nd and 15. They did false start on the first play of the drive. That's why they're back behind the sticks here. And Levis is dropped back at the 14. And, well, if we can get a stop here on 3rd down, we're going to make them punt this ball away. So I hope I don't regret using that timeout, but we're gonna give it a shot here. Empty set here for Kirk Cousins, or for Will Levis. Excuse me. Oh no. And that is broken up, incomplete. Oh, he did have Justin Jefferson open there. But that's gonna make it 4th down. We're gonna make them punt this ball away, like I said. Maybe we can get a return and then a play or two on offense, and then we can kick a field goal at least. Put a little cushion. We're not going to get a return on that. Good kick coverage there. So we're at the 43. And let's see, 30 seconds, 1 timeout to do something with this football. The Vikings have no inspiration of getting this ball back now, so we can work the offense the way we want to, but we have 30 seconds to do it. There we go, that's our shot. Down the field, it's Slayton. Inside the 10. 1st and goal at the 9. Now we have to be careful here. A sack could be the end of the half with no points. We also don't want to get picked off here and risk a pick 6. But we do have 1st and goal. And any play now has to go to the end zone or out of bounds. And that's a sack. Oh no. And we're going to spike it with 8 seconds left. And quite frankly, we're just going to kick it now. We're not going to risk that happening again. Lutz is good. That kick was from 34. So with 5 seconds to go, the Vikings will do something maybe. Probably run it with Dalvin Cook, if I'm being honest. He is in the backfield, and he's going to get this football. And we'll get 9 to end the first half. The Vikings get the ball to start the second half. It is 13-7. Packers on top. So this has been good, considering the fact that the Vikings are undefeated. This is what we wanted to do. And no, Chandler's not their top threat. I know that. I know better than that. Dalvin Cook is the chief name of this football game for the Vikings. Well, Lutz sends it deep for the end zone. No chance for a return. Overall, our defense was good. It was just that one big run by Chandler, 50-yard run. Other than that, solid defense so far. Solid. And we've contained that guy in the backfield. That's been our biggest accomplishment so far. And he's going to keep this time. And now he's breaking tackles. He is mad. And that's his best run of the game. 10 yards. And they're not going to even give him the first down. So they're going to give him a play to take a shot down the field, which I do not like. I kind of just want him to have that first down. So this play would count. Instead, this is basically our free play, so he can get 1 yard, inches easily. Or maybe not. Dalvin Cook loses yards, and now it's 3rd and 2. I sent the blitz knowing that he was going to run the ball and he wasn't going to take that shot downfield. Number 4 is their guy. But now he'll probably rethink that after that last play. Third and 2. He's going to throw. And a bunch of guys running into each other. That leads to that. And that's a big completion. Then that's a gain of 19. And that puts them on the plus side of midfield. No, that's why I like running crossing routes, and quite frankly, he played my game there. Crossers with man coverage on. That's the easiest way to move the sticks. Will Levis and company now has a first down. Play action fake, and he throws it to the tight end, and he gets 7. I mean, everybody was caught in that run defense, and that was a good play fake. That was a nice, hard play fake there by Will Levis. So now 2nd and 3 coming up after that. Dalvin Cook bounces. Oh, loses the football. Picked up by the free agent signing Smoot. I just signed him this week. And he has the football. And he might want to take that one home with him. His first major contribution as a Green Bay Packer. And it was Eric Stokes on the hit that caused the fumble. And the Vikings just used their pause. And I don't know why. Because he's already ready to resume. Maybe he was changing something after that fumble. Jones on the carry here. Jones gets 4. Well, if you may notice, I've been saying Jones and Jones over and over and over again. That's because I have Aaron Jones, the running back, and Mac Jones, the quarterback. Obviously, you know which Jones I'm talking about when I'm talking about a specific play. So, Mac Jones is throwing the football, Aaron Jones is running the football, and sometimes Aaron Jones might catch the football too. And that's not what was supposed to happen on 2nd down, and now we're in a 3rd and long situation. The funny thing is, when we've gotten takeaways in this game, this is the 2nd instance of a takeaway for us in this game. We haven't done much with it. The Jair Alexander the interception earlier in the game, we went 3 and out. Now we're in danger of going 3 and out yet again. So now on 3rd and 6. And Slayton has it, but not enough for a first. So once again we get a takeaway, and once again we go 3 and out. So now it's O'Donnell to kick it away. This is a pretty good punt. In fact, it's inside the 20 to the 16, and it doesn't give him a chance to return it this time. So that's a nice kick by O'Donnell to put him, kind of flip the field there. They're coming out with 2 tight ends here on first. And he's going to run, and he's got a big gaping hole. This is what we've been afraid of the whole game. Dalvin Cook in the clear. Touchdown Vikings. The script has been flipped. And not in a good way. And the extra point is blocked, and Amos has it now, and Amos can go the other way. And Amos is going to get 2 points. What a crazy turn of events this is. As now it's going to be 15 to 13. We're still on top after that. Look, after last week, I know pain. But sometimes without pain, there's no gain. In that case, there was at least some sort of gain there. I mean, we didn't want to give up the touchdown, but we did something after that. So that worked out okay at the end, I suppose. Jones breaks the tackle, and he should have the first, and yes, he does. First down Packers, Aaron Jones on the carry. So let's see what we can do here. Pass, and that is caught by Austin Hooper. That's into Minnesota territory to the 36th. That's where I caught him with that play fake. Sometimes it's best to just know the game. And you know when you have your opponent thinking run, that play action is in play, and that's one of my favorite play actions, well, to run against a blitz that's coming down the middle, because they're going to be vulnerable on the outside. Smith-Njigba with the speed, outrunning the guy on the outside, and he gets 9.5. I did not say 10 because he's short of the first down by inches. So second and inches at the 26. Jones, first down and more. Lowers the shoulder and gets 9. So I just got to keep my head up here, but also keep focusing on what's at stake here in this game. Knowing this is a pretty big game for both teams. I mean, for me especially. So first down after that carry. And Jones gets 7 more. This is what we wanted to establish on the ground. Just keep it going up, like just the way we've been wanting it to. on the ground. But, like, balance, like, we have this balanced offense that's been working well, but it starts by running the football. Second and 4. Jones tries to get the first down. He comes up short. It'll be 3rd and 1. It's coming up on a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down here. Pass, that's caught by Austin Hooper. 1st and goal at the 3. Yeah, played a little cushion there, and that was enough for Hooper to hold on to that. It's pretty much what we wanted there. Just to get somebody open. Like, I wanted to run the football. You saw me on that I formation to start, but once I saw it was pretty much just not possible, we didn't want to run that football anymore. And there's a penalty on this play, and it's caught for the touchdown. And this play is going to stand. Green Bay Packer touchdown. And now Lutz has a chance to make this a 2-score game. And it's good. And that block extra point is looming absolutely large now. So not only did that kick get blocked, but it got returned for a 2-point conversion the other way. And that's what's making this a 9-point game instead of a 6-point game in favor of me. Well, I would have went for 2, so it'd either been 5 or 7. But it's 9 now. Not comfortable yet against an undefeated team, but this is where we want to be in a game like this. Now, last time the Vikings had the football, they ran it well. Of course, Dalvin Cook got 87 yards or whatever it was. No, it was like 83 yards. Still. Try to stop that from happening again. On 1st down, Levis is taken down back at the 20. And that will likely end the 3rd quarter. We'll see, and I don't think he's going to get playoff here. Yep, that's it for the 3rd quarter. Packers 22, Vikings 13. As the quarter comes to a close after a pretty dramatic, that was pretty dramatic, if you ask me, for a 3rd quarter. They're going to come out 3 wide here. Do not rule out Dalvin Cook. And he has the ball here, and he gets 4. He had him head in the first half, then he just exploded for 1 large run in the 3rd quarter. So we're going to do our best to not let that get to us. I mean, we also keep in mind now, we have a 9-point lead. That might restrict them a bit more on running it. Not ruling it out for sure. Just restricting them a little bit, probably making them having to throw this football a lot more than they want to right now. And 3rd and 11. And the shot, and that is broken up, incomplete. Good job downfield there, and it's 4th down. A 2-score game, he can go for it here in the 4th quarter. I would have loved to intercept that, but it was just a good enough job to get there and break it up. And he will punt. We're going to be pretty darn sure here that he's punting right now. And he is actually punting. Okay. We just had to make sure of it. Oh, protect that football. I wanted to fair catch it at the very last second, but I just didn't get it off in time. So we have it at our own 30, 1st and 10, 6:17 to play in the 4th. This is where we would love to just run this down as much as we can. Jones lowers the shoulder. They're going to try and rip this ball out, so he's got to protect it. He does get 5. So 2nd and 5 after that carry there. Of course, he's going to stack up the left side of the line here. Jones, 1st down and plenty more. All the way to the 37, and once again, Josh Myers is hurt. That is not the first time he's been injured this season. That's going to put a little damper on things, as we really need that offensive line, and now we have a new center coming into this game. Smith-Njigba has it on the shovel pass and he comes around and he gets 9. And that counts as a completion, by the way, for that counts as a completion for Mac Jones. It was a forward pass. They sent that blitz up the middle. I just had a gut feeling that jet sweep, if you will, was going to work. 2nd down, easy money, 1st down for Aaron Jones. We're going to have to keep pounding this football. Under 5 minutes to play. 1st and 10 now. Inside the red zone. And that's a busted play. And they came through the line hard that time. So that makes it 2nd and 9. As we come up on the 4-minute mark now, we do have the snap before that. Pass caught by Ebron. And Ebron is at the 7. That makes it 3rd and 1. I have to think here, man. What is going to win this game here on a 3rd and 1 situation? Jones for the 1st, inside the 5. 1st and goal from there. So 1st and goal at the 4. You have a chance to punch this in and make this as difficult as possible for the Vikings. And this time Jones is hit hard at the line of scrimmage. So now 2nd and goal at the 5. The Vikings still have all 3 timeouts, by the way, so this is by no means over. So 2nd and goal. Play action, and wide open is Ebron! Touchdown, Green Bay Packers! We're not. Okay, we're just kicking the PAT. And Lutz's kick is good. We're going to make them go for 2, not us. I mean, usually I like to go for 2 and be aggressive, but in this situation, we're going to make them go for 2 if they get the opportunity to. So 29-13, Lutz sends it away halfway through the end zone. He's probably going to try and bring this out and make something happen. Trying to make something happen anyways, and that's not going to work for him. He's short of the 20. So what did the Vikings do here? 2:35 to go. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, but they're trailing by 16. And that takes away their run game. Check it down, and he could not keep him in bounds. Gosh darn it. Everybody and their mama knew he was going to go for a sideline, yet they still let him get out of bounds. Okay, we're going to try to not let that happen again. And that pass, Rasul Douglas was there. He batted it down. Split second earlier, that's a pick 6. Everything's going to the sidelines. Everything is going to the sidelines right now if you're the Vikings. And as Packers fans, we have to know that. As Packers players, we have to know that. And that's caught Cook. Not going to get out of bounds. And they're going to try and snap it here. I don't even know what I called at the end. That pass caught. Cook is hit hard inbounds, and that's the 2-minute warning anyways. It didn't matter, but it's now 4th and 3. Rasul Douglas tackled him for a loss. And they're going to go for it, obviously. And that pass caught for a first down. That keeps the game alive for Minnesota. They're going to huddle here with under 2 minutes to play. That pass is incomplete, broken up. And, you gotta be kidding me. That is bull-loney. That is absolute BS. I mean, if I made contact, there shouldn't have been contact. That moves the chains and stops the clock. But that's utter baloney. Check down to Cook. Give him 5, and that forces him to use a timeout as that was in the middle of the field. That's where we want to keep him, in the middle of the field. Second and 6. And the pass caught. Dalvin Cook tries to lower the shoulder, cannot. They're going to say he was out of bounds. No, they're not going to say he's out of bounds. They're going to flip the play around here on 3rd down. And that pass, it's picked off by Rasul Douglas. And that should wrap it up. Rasul Douglas picks off Will Levis when the Vikings absolutely needed a touchdown. And barring a catastrophe here, this will be the Vikings' first loss of the season and a huge win for us. A massive win to keep us in this NFC North Division race. It is a 4-team race. I'm not even trying to lower the shoulder anymore. I'm just protecting the football. The Vikings could have used their timeouts, but they're not going to. So we will go ahead and do this. I mean, there's literally a 3-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. But a huge bounce-back victory after that heartbreaking loss to the Detroit Lions. That puts a divisional win on the board. That puts us tied for 3rd, but we're in last because we did lose to the Lions, the team we're tied with. But we did get the win against the Vikings, and we do have a win against the Bears. And so far, both of those two teams are 4-1. And with them being 4-1, we're their only loss so far. So that does feel good on my end, to say the least. That I've delivered 2 blows now to 2 different opponents that probably weren't expecting it here at Lambeau Field. And surely enough, they'll be packing their home crowds for when they play us again. When we have to play the return game, especially at US Bank Stadium and Soldier Field. When we go to Ford Field, we're going to try and forget about that Greg Zuerlein kick, but big victory. And we know, obviously, there's an obvious play of the game here, and that's when Adrian Amos scooped up the block extra point and returned it for a 2-point conversion. At a time I was at least expecting it. I mean, that's when the Vikings it seemed like they took all of the momentum out of the game. But with that huge run, because up to that point, Dalvin Cook was hemmed in. He did have a 50-yard run with his backup. But we stopped Dalvin Cook up until that point, and then he broke it for 83 yards down the field. But we didn't quit. We didn't quit after we lost to that Detroit Lions team with the missed field goal. And we didn't quit after Dalvin Cook scored that touchdown. And it showed on that extra point. I mean, the grit of this team is a lot tougher than I feel like I gave them credit for last week. that I gave them credit for when we lost the Buccaneers, especially. That was a bit demoralizing as well when 6 turnovers, couldn't move the ball down the field. And this guy, like I said, plays a very similar brand of football to that Bucks user, and we just scored 29 on him. So that feels good. I mean, and like I said, it starts with the ground game because if we can't get the ground game going, we're absolutely screwed. Because that press coverage across the board and cover three hard flat, you have to be able to run the ball, otherwise you're kind of stuck in a situation where like 3rd and long, they're just going to tee off on your quarterback. So glad Aaron Jones got it going today. We're now 3-2 on the season, and as you can see, updated NFC North standings here has us. Well, they don't shift. They don't shift the placeholders until after the advance, of course. But we're tied with the Lions. We'll be down here still, but it's better than being 2-3 down here because while we're down here in the basement, we can see this guy up here in the attic. Maybe dancing with this guy. Well, this guy's gonna be in the attic. I feel like after this week, because having a look at. Oh, he took a. Well, yeah, he took the division loss to me. So I guess the Vikings would still be the lead. I guess yeah. He beat the Lions. He did beat the Lions early in the season. The Lions beat me, and then I beat the Bears and the Vikings and lost the Lions. So yeah, the Vikings in first, Bears in second, Lions in third, me in last. But I could see everybody above me, and that's this point of the season, 5 games in. That's the important piece. And we're gonna move on to week 6, and we play the New Orleans Saints next. He was messaging me about whether or not we wanted to play tonight. I told him no. I would rather take it one game at a time, win or lose. I can process what went right, what went wrong. If I win, it's what went right and what can I get better on. What if it's a loss, it's what went wrong and what are some positives to take away. But we're gonna look at what this guy's record is. Okay, well we can't take that for granted, anyways. Can't take anything for granted. So I've been in a position in past men's where I've been decent or even really good, and I've lost to opponents like that. So we're not going to take an 0-5 opponent for granted. I'm sure he's still a good user. So we'll put this to bed for tonight. Thank you guys for coming out and watching me play. It's been a pleasure. It's always better after victory. I know you guys were probably disappointed I cut the stream really short after that Lions loss. That was very frustrating for me, the way that I lost that game. Um, we will be in the Superdome. We will be there tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. I did tell him I can play tomorrow, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's probably gonna be around the same time as tonight, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, to be very specific. Yes, I just thought that. But that's gonna wrap it up. Be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube and as well as just continue following me throughout the season. You can also follow my Twitter page at BaddenGamer0. And I wish you guys a good rest of your night. And this is where I cut the stream. So have a good night, everyone.